Okay, so I made a post about Nicki and Meg that's doing some numbers for me on YouTube. I usually don't get a lot of interaction on YouTube. YouTube is my least interacted with platform, but I tend to have some comments. There are a lot of comments where people are like, "Yo, you got it nail on the head. Thank you for sharing that perspective because I chose the perspective of an outside therapist. Now, that's not to say that I'm the therapist to the world or that I know everything, but I can view things from a different way. I look at patterns of behavior and I look at what's beneath the surface. And what I believe was that beneath the surface for Nicki was a lot of unhealedness, a lot of insecurities, and that showed in her response. Well, some people didn't agree with that, which you have the right to do that. That's fine. And I'm still, even as a therapist, even as a coach, even as whoever I am, it's still my opinion. Now, it's an educated opinion, but it's an opinion. So we all have them. We all have rights to them. But someone commented that Nicki had bars. Like I said something in there, like Nicki's bars weren't hidden. Here's the thing. I went back and looked. They weren't. He said they were hitting. I just didn't get it. Now, admittedly, I'm 53. There are some things that are probably going to go over my head, but I'm going to give you the context of why I said they weren't hitting. One, she did a lot of attacking of her physical characteristics. Like she has a big foot and she got shot in the foot. Like, okay, cool, we get it. You think she's lying about being shot in the foot, although there is testimony, there is footage, there are medical reports, whatever. Like, why would that girl lie about being shot in the foot? People have lied about worse, so I'll leave that there. But the part that got me, if I were to have been a fan, was when she invoked that woman's dead mother. When she invoked, knowing that girl, right, and she is a child, she is 28. Okay, I understand she's a grown up, but she's the same age as my children. Knowing that young lady is an orphan, she experienced the trauma of losing both of her parents before the age of 25. She is often talked about and emoted and cried publicly about the loss of her mother. Also, at the beginning, when they worked together, it was right around the time or shortly thereafter, maybe a year or two after her mother died. And when your mother dies and you are in relationship with certain people, right? I'm imagining that they probably had some conversation about that. There's probably something that Nicki Minaj were to pick up as a trauma point for her, right? Because you're around your friends, you're around your people. They can see it, no matter how happy you are. And if Nicki is as observant as she professes to be, right? That she can observe things such as she has a big foot and she's tall. Perhaps she can observe that this is something that this woman still struggles with to this day. And so for me, for her to invoke her dead mother as a woman who has lost her mother, as a mother of children who pray that my children never have to experience that young, that's where you lost me. And then to invoke the prayer warriors to pray for her. Come on now. Come on now. God don't work like that. God don't work like that. And so I think her it really comes off as really disingenuous. It comes off as elementary. I won't even say sophomore because it really sounds like something that, a 12-year-old came with as a retort. Well, you have big feet and your mama's dead and you slept with these people and, I'm pretty and petty. Like, come on. I'm just saying that if you're going to have verses or a verses, oh, and I love to see them in the verses, right? You can't be cruel in the name of Jesus. You can't be cruel in the name of Jesus. Now, if you want to do your rap battle, that's fine. But that's where she lost me as a woman, as a motherless daughter as a mother, as a God girl. I mean, she lost me with the weak lyrics, and I still stand by that. But that's where she really lost me, if she would have had me. But she never had me. Yeah, so that's my hot take on that. You can't profess to be a Jesus girl and then hit that below the belt on something that somebody had nothing to do with. Like, you can't do that.